Harley, she can find that nice little space right where air bullets meet, keeping Atrocitus down and oppressed by gunshots, and keeping Dexar at bay. So here we go, guys. Buttons are checked. This is a real match. These players being nice guys, letting the animations rock, and here we go. Who's going to get that first hit? Who's going to get that juicy meter? MADZIN doesn't go with the unsafe puddle.
And it's safe to start things off, and after a little stare down there, BIOHAZARD is going to get the back to that low gunshot and walks right into the unblockable, interactable. He's going to post up in the corner right now, prevent Harley from coming in, and no, MADZIN's going to attack.
Oh, and the Hyena was ready to go, like you mentioned before. As soon as the bone comes out, the Hyena is coming to follow it.
Patience. He's going to block that. And no attempt on the glass interactable, which is unlimited.
Not sure what BIOHAZARD was going there. That was like 2 neutral jumps. Didn't really go for anything there. No real mix-up.
Wow, it activates the shield in the air for the jump to make his jump in completely safe and anti-airable. That was kind of ridiculous from MADZIN. The small things added up, but however, BIOHAZARD still in the lead. So annoying, so oppressive, and Harley with all of her tools.
MADZIN's got to change something up here. He's got to change the game plan. Right now, he's on a road to a loss right here. Flash is going to give him a little bit of breather. Wasn't really paying attention to Dexter if he was ready to be summoned or if he was on his way. All right, Dexter's ready to be summoned, and MADZIN does it immediately, and BIOHAZARD all over it.
And no punish goes for the cupcake. Instead, he's going to get punished in return. Not sure on the idea. Maybe an input error, but now he's paying for it with his life into the corner. Push blocks for some space. Enough to get the Hyenas going. And the Blood Nano in neutral. That is the MADZIN special right now.
BIOHAZARD getting it going with the tantrum. And MADZIN unfortunately wastes 2 bars for no reason. Doesn't come out of the combo. Terribly timed.
Hard knockdown. Looking for the ambiguous cross. MADZIN pressing a lot of buttons now. BIOHAZARD taking advantage.
Oh, the bone didn't come out of her hand, so the Hyena wasn't summoned, but it does go out that time. Are we going to see a comeback?
His comeback sequence, time and time again. Into the corner now is BIOHAZARD. A couple gunshots, Hyenas on deck, and meets him with the air-to-air, tries to escape. No anti-air, lets BIOHAZARD land instead, and the air gunshots, still double overheads. MADZIN not ready as he takes a swig of the Red Bull.
MADZIN not ready for that air gunshot. He was anticipating him to just complete the jumping arc, but just completely stopped, dead in his tracks, catching him off guard. BIOHAZARD, calm, collective, and he's feeling real good right now. No reason for him not to. All right, both players receive their tiny little bits of coaching. Sonic Fox trying to reveal some secrets to BIOHAZARD as to how to make it to top 8 in this awful situation.
And the bucket hat coming in from Harley right now.
I love it. I love the randomized gear. Shout out to NetherRealm.
I know I've said things about her gear in the past. The bucket hat is kind of growing on me.
She's ready. She looks like she's ready for war. And what a stage to be ready for war on.
Oh, and catches. No safety. Not a big punish. Nice blocks. Looking for the Blood Nano and neutral once again is MADZIN. Back dashes. Playing the full screen game.
Looking for shots. Trying to shoot out those shin guards.
Yeah, and that straight gunshot is a punish on the Blood Nano from anywhere on the screen. Oh, and catches the back dashes. MADZIN smart stuff into the punch walk. To the corner, still has that Dexter trick to cover it, and what happened there was, even though the tensor stance was invincible for a little bit, the ball actually caught the invincibility, and the forward 2 was there to stuff the rest.
Very smart stuff, very well calculated by MADZIN. Unfortunately, gets caught fighting, and BIOHAZARD all over this, leaves them in damage over time situation.
Wow.
But does that cancel it out?
Oh yeah, after that play Dr. restand, Harley is neutral on block. She does not have plus frames from her command grab, and MADZIN mashing out that 6-frame down 1 before the pointing tick them down into the magic pixie.
Okay, BIOHAZARD tying it up, not losing too much on his red health bar. However, MADZIN has a full stick of meter right now, 3 bars at his disposal. Checks the Hyena bone, knocks him out of the air.
Right, blocking the cupcakes now. Biohazard trying to build that meter as Harley Quinn does so well. And gets opened up. Any class situation is terrible for Biohazard. So he's going to take the bulk of the damage into the continuation. And this is all but over right now. Biohazard has a huge decision to make.
And that was amazing by MADZIN to try to look, knowing that the meter deficit was on his side, and knowing Biohazard was in no mood to clash.
Stand catches the backdash, and now MADZIN's the one who's going to clash. The Dexstar trait about to be reset. It's so close.
Okay, blocking there. Biohazard waiting patiently for his opportunity, and there it is. MADZIN presents it to him. Doesn't have 2 bars to flip out. He also doesn't have a flash at his disposal. Can't do anything else.
Out to absorb anything in case Biohazard comes a little too close. Anti-air with the overhead gunshot, and just like that, somehow Biohazard is back in this match.
All right, Dexstar ready, and MADZIN immediately on the first available frame, ready to summon him.
Party time, and I don't know if Biohazard missed the clash right there. He would have been pummeled to pixel health, but he still would have been alive, as clashes cannot deplete your health bar entirely. You will always remain with something. But in this case, the only thing he receives is an L in the loss column. MADZIN, 1 match closer to top 8.
And another thing to think about is if he did clash right there in that last opportunity, Dexstar would have been gone and the timer would have went all the way back down to 0.
Yes. And I don't know what he was thinking. Biohazard, the instant jump in one. MADZIN getting way too greedy, trying to start the match by activating Dexstar, now getting blown up for it.
Uh-oh, here it is. Dexstar's last shot, though. However, he's got to wait for the cooldown. How long can MADZIN hold this combo for? He does end it with the air punch walk, just to buy himself a little bit more time. Dexstar halfway back. And Dexstar ready to be summoned. Biohazard can't give him any breathing room, and he does. He gives him 1 shot for a punish, and that's about it.
And 1 shot there to break the shield and gets punished with the Blood NATO low puddle. Push blocks Dexstar away, doesn't want anything to do with it. Meter burns the Blood NATO, but is instantly pummeled by the Hyenas. Looking for the punish there on the air gunshot, a little too late.
All right, chucking the bone. Hyenas coming. Looks like it hit overhead. Chucking the other bone. And it goes right through the shield. Didn't really matter to MADZIN.
And the anti-air with the Blood NATO, Biohazard landing right on top of it.
Beautiful down 2 to just stop it completely. Not sure what MADZIN was looking for. Maybe a jump in 2. Maybe some kind of forward advancing mid, but or it could have actually been some kind of input error.
Yeah, that was really suspect. Biohazard basically given a Christmas anti-air for free. Happy birthday. Forcing MADZIN off of his clash this early in the health bar. And MADZIN also spent 3 bars to regain 30%. I'd say the cards are heavily in Biohazard's favor right now.
All right, Biohazard loses that first bar. MADZIN on his way to controlling this match again. However, he does have a slight bit of ground to cover, and it does it with the Blood NATO. Down to a down 2 Blood NATO. Oh, baits out Biohazard with the
blood. Not anymore. He's opened up by the low. Full combo, hard knockdown, ambiguous. That water buffalo, no chance of life. Atrocitus is not a big fan of the tour here in Gorilla City. He only has his cat, and he's good to go.
He's good. Biohazard probably going to use 2 bars to get 25%. No, obstacle with 1 bar for 15%. And instead of getting 10 more percent back, you'd rather have a bar. You know, 2 bars can flip you out of a combo after you use Clash.
And Biohazard with the triple dash up right into MADZIN's face. Set up, Hyenas are out, cross up, jump 3. The wake up from MADZIN, and not again.
Damage over time, check it out. MADZIN, is he going to make this comeback?
And the super punish from Biohazard. Slack time, boys. As Bud and Lou take a chunk out of this hate-feeling monster.
And I love it. I love the blackout at the end. So cinematic, so beautiful. This game is too godlike.
Can we talk about how she just tosses a stick of dynamite as her win pose, and how this is the greatest thing known to man? Like, she literally, like, you can't survive that. You just die.
You just die, and she doesn't even look back to make sure you do.
She's juggling a stick of dynamite, and it's like, you know what? I don't want this. over the shoulder.
Quinn.
Good for 3
Fighters
from
approaching
downtown for
advantage.
sure. And you get blown up. And wait a minute.
Dark side.
Final stretch.
MADZIN with the dark
Going
side.
to dark side.
His last attempt, his last character pick. He is down 2-1 against Biohazard. Again, Biohazard out the gate with a jump in 2.
Hard knockdown. Sweep from Biohazard. And wow, great avoidance of that low shot with instant air stomp coming from MADZIN. And the minion is out, going for the mix-ups.
MADZIN
stance.
has one bar. He can use it to do the meter burn stop, which leads it into a full combo.
And that was slick stuff there from MADZIN, using the teleport to avoid the hyenas. Doesn't want anything to do with it. And the stump again, Biohazard walking right into that range. Back-to-back 2 combos, 416 damage, and MADZIN's in the lead. Nice punch from Biohazard, but doesn't commit for whatever reason. And again, we saw it from Sonic Fox, and we're seeing it here from MADZIN, that low stomp. So much mileage. You know, not a traditional attack in fighting games anywhere. Like
Definitely
jumping low.
A jumping low really throws you off. You're expecting the overhead. You're expecting the overhead cross-up, but you're not expecting a low. However, if you do guess right, and that's a low, that could be a full combo punish on Darkside.
And right now, Darkside not able to get anything going, but the EX Cupcakes leaving Harley wide open to a punish from the teleport. And here we go. Of course, it will be last life bar.
Last life bar piece. The minion shoots the projectile from full screen. MADZIN going up with the stop, meter burns it.
And a punish on the EX Cupcake, spins the bar to extend this string into bigger combo damage. Double jump kicks into the stump, and Biohazard, it's 1 combo away from death.
Now the interesting thing about Darkside is when he does connect that stop, he can lead. It's a great unclashable damage. Will MADZIN do it? Will he teleport in and go for the stomp?
The minion is out, goes for the overhead variant to cover his tracks and chip damage away at this point. And the jump back stump. Hold on.
Sonic Fox rushes to the stage, giving Biohazard some coaching advice. Sonic Fox, very familiar with the character. Let's see what he gives him. Is he going to tell Biohazard to switch the Bane? Is he going to tell him to stick to his guns in Harley Quinn? Biohazard opting to go to MADZIN. I believe MADZIN is player 1. And
yes.
I see him going to select a new fighter. Not sure if that's the decision he wants to. If he's making the decision for Biohazard, Biohazard can opt to go for rematch, stay on the same stage, stay with the characters.
Sonic, time. Foxy, pull him.
We're going to character select screen. And, you know, tournament mode, as always. The beautiful randomized gear.
Harley Quinn.
He's sticking with Harley Quinn.
Absolutely.
He's staying there. We're going to the Fortress of Solitude. Hey, I mean, I feel like Biohazard, he's in a pickle. Because Darkside has so many mix-ups up close, and that teleport really shuts down Harley Quinn's zoning.
All right, goes for the overhead to start. And Foxy screaming from the crowd. Cheer! Oh, the cross up into the instant drop kick. And MADZIN working on a perfect about 75% of the way there on this first health bar. Teleports.
Oh, and a full combo punish by Biohazard. That's what I was talking about.
Yes.
When you block that stop, it could be death for Darkside.
Beautiful stuff. Nice air escape from Biohazard. Coming down to it. The overhead, trading with the hyena. Meter burn rolling his way in. This Biohazard wants to be closer. Gets the conversion, but not full damage. All right, hyenas closer. Biohazard showing massive results, not giving up. And the overhead summoned on the minion.
That minion's
Anywhere
gonna
in the
find you.
skies.
That minion's gonna find you. If you're up on the ground, if you're on the ground or up in the air, it doesn't matter.
All right, taking his time, looking for it. Gunshot going under the Omega Beam. Great spacing out from Biohazard, evading it, but gets tossed by the overhead. Meter burn. Back 3.
Oh, the stomp. MADZIN looking so good right now with the pick of
and the block
Darkside.
from Biohazard's a great conversion. Now, this should be enough to kill here in the corner. And he does get it. Plague Doctor stabbing the God of Apocalypse. And Biohazard taking it down. Can he run it back? Oh, and
Gets hit by the interactable.
huge splash damage. Meter burn escape. And the block from Biohazard fighting back.
Biohazard using all his bar for so many air escapes. That's 2 bars each time.
And the low laser. Biohazard looking for it. Meter burn rolls in. Punish. Potential stance. Air escape. Resets the damage. And MADZIN is forced to clash. Biohazard has 2 bars. He can take 25%. What will he do?
15.
He takes it both.
25.
And it's going down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Both men at about even health. Comes down in the big boot from MADZIN. He's hyped, throws the chair. Wait a minute.
What is going on?
Wait a minute. I have to stop this man.
What a bloodbath. Destroying the chair, knocking it straight into DMS.
And Biohazard was looking for the instant low drop from the teleport. Instead, MADZIN with the double drop kick boot overhead and flying all the way in from Germany. MADZIN makes top 8. Dark side to get the job done. Check out this replay.
Here we go, down to the wire. Biohazard forcing the clash after MADZIN uses his last 2 bars. And he knows he's in a tough situation here. He knows he's going to deal some damage. And here we go. Biohazard successfully dealing 25%. And MADZIN goes in with the boots.
I can't do this.
Straight to the sky. And now watch this pop off.
Listen.
Look at this man. Look at the energy. The
MADZIN
stomping around. The hitting. And the knocking over of TMS. Perfectly executed. What a superstar.
Welcome to
see it
CEO,
again.
ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. What a sell from TMS. This is why CEO is the greatest tournament. And MADZIN is in legit tears right now. We are losing it. MADZIN's in tears. The entire stadium is laughing dead. And we want to thank you for sticking with us. Beautiful, beautiful tournament from start to top 8. And that man will join you tomorrow in the ring. He's probably going to cry for his entrance as he walks to the ring.